Okay, so now that we are done inputting this particular pop-up, so if I go to this particular site, all right, if I visit this particular site and clicks on this pop-ups, you see that this pop-ups is kind of sucks. It doesn't look exactly the same way that this particular one appears. All right, so what I will do, I will customize this pop-up, all right, so that we will be able to have this border that we have here, and also this close button that we have here. All right, so let's customize this particular website, this particular pop-up rather. Okay, so to do that, just go back, go to the pop-up, go to pop-up themes. Okay, go to pop-up themes. All right, so what I will be doing, I will be making use of this enterprise blue. Okay, then I will right click on it, then open a new tab. All right, I will click on it. So all I just need to do is to work on all of this. All right, so the color, okay, then this is the color, these are just the customizing stuffs that you have here. So this is for the container. Okay, so I think then let me start with the color. Okay, so let me just leave it is black, so let me leave it as black. Let me leave the color as black. Okay, so you can select any color that you need. All right, so let me just leave it as black. Okay, then for the container, then you can pad. All right, so let me leave it the way it is. Okay, I think I should leave it the way it is. Then the border radius, then you can work on the border radius. Okay, in case I need a border, that is this curvy shape that is attached to the border. All right, so okay, let me just leave it at 25. Okay, let me leave it at 25. Okay, that is it. Then go to title. All right, then you can work on the font size. Okay, you can either increase the font size or you reduce it. All right, so let me leave it at 33. Okay, that is it. Then the line height, okay, you can change the height of the text. Okay, it's okay that way. Then you can change the font. You can change the font and family. All right, you can select any of the fonts that you prefer to use. Okay, just select, let me use this particular font. Okay, so let me use this particular font. So it all depends on the type of font that you want to make use of. Okay, let me look for this New Times Roman. Let me make use of this New Times Roman. Okay, I like using this particular font. Okay, so let me make it. Then you can increase the font width. Okay, you can increase the font width. So let me leave it as default. All right, let me leave it at this particular 8. Okay, let me leave it at 800. No, it's too much. Okay, let me leave it at 600. Okay, let me leave it at 600. Then the style, you can select the style that you want. Okay, let me leave it at normal. Okay, alignment, where do you want to align it to? Let me align it left. Okay, left is okay. So that is it. Then go to the content. All right, so this is the content. You can also change the font of the content. All right, you can change the font. So let me just leave everything the way it is. All right, font to 800, style normal. Then go to this and close. All right, then the close button. All right, so you can decide the position that you want the close button. That is this sign, this X sign that is here. Either you want it on the left side or the right hand side. So I think I should leave it at the right hand side, just the way it is. Then that is just it. You can increase the size. Okay, either to the top or to the center, the position that you want it to be. All right, okay, or left or right. All right, then you can increase the size. Okay, you can increase the size. Okay, so let me just position it. Okay, let me position it. All right, so you can either change it, close button. You can either write this X. From here is S. You can change it to anything. You can either use text. Let me say, for example, I want to say close. All right, or I can just say I can just decide to leave it the way it is. Okay, so that is it. That is it. Okay, that is it. All right, so this is how you can edit all of this. So when you are done, all you have to do is to click on update. Click on update. All right, the first thing to do, let's go back to our pop-ups. Go to all pop-ups. Go to all pop-ups. All right, so this is the pop-ups that you are working with. That is this hire me. Okay, this is the pop-up that you are working on. Then all you have to do, click on let me edit this hire me also. Okay, then open a new tab. All right, open a new tab. Okay, open a new tab. Let me go to display. All right, then go to display. All right, go to display, then go to appearance. Click on appearance. Okay, then select the default theme. Remember that you are still making use of this enterprise blue. All right, then select this enterprise blue as the appearance that you are using. All right, so that is it. All right, so once you are done with that, then click on update. All right, so our pop-up is now ready. Okay, our pop-up is ready. So let me visit the site one more time. Then let me click on this and hire me. All right, so you can see the way our pop-up is now looking. All right, so that is just it on how to customize, on how to create this pop-up and customize it. All right, so we now have our pop-up ready. All right, so I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to set up the form. All right, so by the time someone tap on this hire me button, then this pop-up will come up, and also all of this will also come up for he or she to input their details. All right, so that is what we'll be doing in this particular session. Okay, so to do that, go to your plugins. All right, then click on add new plugins. Then search for contact form 7. All right, search for contact form. Okay, contact form. All right, so this is the contact form that you are using. As you can see, mine is already activated. Just install your own and activate it. All right, so when you are done, let's go back so you can see it from here. This is the contact form. Then click on this contact form. Okay, click on the contact form. All right, so by default, this is the contact form that we already have on this particular website. All right, so what I will be doing, I will be creating a new form. Okay, I'll be creating a new contact form. Then click on add new form. All right, so this is the form. Okay, so give it a title. So you can just give it any name. Let me just name it. Let me say Extendlight. All right, so that, let's say Extendlight. Okay, let me just say Extendlight. All right, so you can name your own, any name that you prefer to give it. All right, so this is it. So by default on this particular form, we just have a label for name, label for email, label for subject, and the message. That is what we have on this particular form that we have. All right, so as bet from this our sample, we have other feed attached to it, like this services, where we have this drop down that says web design, SEO, digital marketing, graphic designs. All right, and we also have another label for business name. All right, so we'll be adding all of this in addition to the label that is already on that particular form. Okay, so let's go back. So to do that, all I just need to do on this particular label that says add new, that is the subject label, I will just copy. All right, I will just copy it, then I will just duplicate it. Okay, I will just copy and duplicate. All right, so let me just make it, in two places. All right, so let me make it in two places so that I will have a other feed attached to it. Okay, all right, so that is it. So in place of this is the name, the email, this is the subject. Okay, then the subject, let me see what I have here. All right, I have name, subject, so I will make it a business name and then select service. All right, I'll make it the business name and select service. So let me go back. All right, in place of this subject that I have here, I will just remove it and I will say business name, right? Then this other label, I will just say select services. Okay, I will say select service. Let me say select service, select services. All right, so I will leave this particular one as subject. So on this business name, this on this bracket, I will just remove this subject. I will say your business. Okay, your business, or let me just say your business name, or business, your business name. Okay, your business name, that is it, your business name. Then in the place of this select services, okay, so I will just say this place that I have a subject under select service, then I will just write services, or I will just make it just service. Okay, I will just make it services. Okay, just like that. I will just say services. So just try to re-edit everything that you have here to your own taste. Okay, I will just say service, then I will leave this particular one as subject. All right, so the next thing I will do, then I will go to test. I will go to test. I want to make this business name to be required, so that by the time someone wants to fill in the form, the business name will be required. All right, so the service will also be required. All right, so the service will be required and the business name will be required. So I might decide to leave the business name the way it is. All right, then also what I will do, I will make this subject, this service to be required, and this subject to be required also. All right, so let me go to test, click on test. Okay, then click on required, then require feed. So which feed that do you want to be required? Then put it on this name, this place that says name. Then I will say services. Okay, I will say services. I will say services. All right, then click on insert tag. All right, so I've now made this particular this service to be required. Okay, I've made it to be required. All right, then what else do I need to do? Go to drop down, right? Then on drop down. All right, then the name for the, then let me also make it to be required. I want it to be required. At least someone that is filling the form should indicate the service that he or she wants from me. All right, then let me name it a service. That is a service. All right, let me name it service. Then in this option, impute the option, that is the service that you render. All right, then impute it line by line. Let me say the first one is a web design. Sorry, let me say the first one is a web, that is a web design. Let me say web design. Okay, web design. Then the second one, I might just say let me say graphic design. All right, then let me put another one, let me say SEO. Then I'll go down again, let me add another one, let me say digital marketing. All right, let me say digital marketing. Let me say digital marketing. Okay, so that is it. Then click on this insert tag. All right, click on insert tag. All right, so that is it. So we now have all of this. All right, that is it. So we are done setting up this particular our page, our form. All right, so we are done with it. So let's go to the next thing I want to do. Let's go to email. All right, so that we'll set up the email that this particular web in the email that this message will be sent to. All right, by the time someone fill this particular form. Okay, and click on email. All right, click on email. All right, so this is the mail feed. All right, so what you have to do on this place that says site admin. All right, this site admin, impute that is the site name. All right, that is the site admin email. Okay, this place that says site admin email. Then in the course of this training, I will be teaching you on how to create your webmail. So that's a particular webmail that you created, that is the email that you will be putting on this that you will be putting as admin email. Okay, so let me, for example, this my email, the webmail for this website is let me say contact at extendlightglobal.com.ng. all right, so this is the site email. All right, that is the site email that this message will be sent to. Okay, then this place that says site title. All right, then I will just input this title of this my website. Okay, so let me say the site title is Extendlight Global. All right, so that is the name of this website. So just put it here, Extendlight. Let me say Extendlight Global. Okay, this is the name of, then the email that this message will be forwarded to. All right, then I will say okay, I will say contact at, I will just say info. So let me make use of info for this let me make use of info, because the email, the webmail that I'm using for this website is info. That is info at marketing.com.ng. all right, so this is my webmail that I'm using. Then the message is from where? All right, the message is from Extendlight Global. Then you put the site title. Okay, put the site title, that is the title of your website. Okay, under this subject, that is the site title, your subject. So I can just repeat this Extendlight Global here also. I can just repeat it here. Let me repeat it, Extendlight Global. All right, then your subject. Okay, this subject, so just impute your subject. Let me say thank you. All right, so let me just say thank you. Let me just say thank you. Thank you, just for example. Then reply to, then you can put your email here. That is a webmail. Okay, let me put my email. All right, do something like this. Then the subject from where? From Externlight Global. So let me write it here under message body. Message from where? That is the message that you receive from where? From Externlight Global. All right, Externlight Global. All right, the message is from Externlight Global. Then input your email also. That is the email that is associated with this Externlight Global. All right, then put it here. All right, then your subject input that is thank you. I said thank you. Thank you. Okay, then the message body. What message do you want your visitors to receive by the time they are done filling up this form? Okay, what message you want them to receive? Okay, so I will just say thank you. Let me just create a message. I will just say thank you for submitting, or thank you for reaching out to Externlight Global. All right, your message has been received successfully. All right, so that is just it. This is a notification that a contact form was submitted on your website. All right, then just click on the site title one more time. So let me add this site title, that is the Externlight. So this is how you basically configure this your message, so that, all right, Externlight Global. All right, then input your site and URL also. Okay, input your site and URL. Okay, so that is it. So when you are done, all you need to do is to come down and click on save. Okay, click on save. All right, click on save. Oh, I'm having an error message. So let me remove this additional header. All right, it's giving me an error message. All right, so let me just remove it. Let me save again. Let me save one more time. Oh, what is happening? Then click on save. All right, so now my form has been created successfully. All right, so by the time someone clicks on that particular form, I will be able to receive the message that he or she provides. All right, so what you do after creating the form, so you can also check out this message. These are the message that in case the sender message was successful, this is the message that the person will receive. Thank you for your message has been sent. All right, in case the message failed to send, this is the error message that will be sent to the sender. All right, validation error occurs and all of this. So I can just leave all of this the way it is. Okay, I will just leave all of this the way it is. So all these ones are additional settings, so you can just leave it. All right, so when you are done with all of this settings, the next thing to do, copy this contact form, this code. This is the code. Copy this code. Okay, so just copy this code, copy it. So copy this code. Let me copy it. Okay, copy this code, copied it. All right, Control C, copy it. Then go back to your pop-up. All right, go to the pop-up, go back to your pop-up. All right, then let's select, this is the pop-up that the one that we created, that is a hire me. All right, then click on edit, then go to this text box, right? Go to this text box, then paste that particular code. Okay, so when you are done, click on then update, click on update. All right, so our form has been created successfully. So let's go back to our site one more time. Go to site. All right, click on this and hire me. All right, so we now have our form created. All right, so our form has been created. Okay, our form has been created successfully. All right, so it's like I'm having an error here. All right, on this service. So let me go back and re-edit this particular services. All right, so I'm not having the drop down. All right, so let me go back and re-edit it. Okay, so our form is working perfectly. So let me just go back one more time to the contact form and re-edit our form. Okay, let me go back. So let me go back to the contact form. It's like I'm having some error there. All right, so let me go back, open a new tab. Okay, so this is where the error is coming from. So this is the service. So we are done. All right, so that is it for the drop down. So we are done with it. So the reason why we are having that test on the drop down, because we are still having our services as test. All right, so instead of having it as a select, which is the drop down. So when you are creating for the drop down, then always make sure that you have this select. All right, always make sure you have a select in place of test. All right, so that is just the difference. For a drop down, you make use of a select. All right, so for ordinary test, you can just make use of test. All right, so that is it. So immediately you are done, you click on save. All right, so let's visit the site one more time. All right, so let's click on it. All right, so you can see our drop down button is now working perfectly. So these are the options that we have. All right, so with this, we have been able to implement our contact form. So by the time someone fill in this particular form, right, by the time someone fill in this particular form, we will be able to receive the message on our email, because we have been able to set up the email and everything that we required for this form to be effective. All right, so that is all. So in the next class, in the next video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to edit this about me session, this about me. Like for instance, by the time someone clicks on this about me button, he or she will be taken down to this about me, right? And also I'll also be teaching you how to create your sub menus in the next video. All right, stay tuned guys till next class. Bye bye.